Hi, I'm Sifu Joseph Meissner with New Orleans Shaolin-Do Kung Fu and Tai Chi, and I'm going to take you through the warm-up exercises we do in our Tai Chi classes. These are simple Qigong exercises to help you loosen and energize the body and get into that present meditative state for Tai Chi. So the first one is simply coming up on the balls of the feet, raising the arms up, dropping down through the heels. Inhale up, exhale down. Rising up all the way to the fingertips. And you really want to let go of the upper body. Imagine this breath is coming in and filling your body up and lifting you up through the fingertips. You're weightless for a moment at the top and you drop back through the heels. Imagine you're standing on a cliff overlooking the ocean and an energizing wind comes, lifts the front of your body up, and then you drop back through the heels. You want to let go of tension and effort with the upper body and imagine that it's the breath that's moving you. And do this for as long as you need till you're feeling relaxed and energized. And then for the subsequent warm-ups, we're going to be in the Tai Chi posture. I'll give you the side view here. Knees will have to be slightly bent, feet fairly wide. Tuck the tailbone under so you bring the pelvis forward. The shoulders are slightly forward, not pulled back in what we would consider a good posture or military posture, but just slightly forward so the hands rest on the thighs. Tailbone tucked under and rising through the back of the neck, up through the top of the head at Bai Hui, the top energy point, which means the chin will tuck in slightly. Like that. Tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. And that's the Tai Chi posture. Most of our subsequent warm-ups and Tai Chi will be done in that position. All right, so the next exercise, inhale, push the legs into the floor. Your body rises, exhale, sink back down. And we're rolling the shoulders back. The arms hang loose. And we just move in the shoulders. Inhale up, rising through Bai Hui. Exhale down. Bring the shoulders up the front, rolling them down the back. And do this as maybe 10, 12, 15 times. And then reverse direction. Inhale, roll the shoulders forward and down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Same thing here. Imagine as you push the feet in the floor, a wave comes up the body. Comes up the legs, into the pelvis, up the spine, and then that wave splits off and rotates the shoulders. So you're going up and down, generating this wave by pushing your feet into the floor. All right, 10 or so times on that one. Then alternate the shoulders back. So here the wave comes across the body from the left foot pushing into the floor, rotates out the right shoulder, and vice versa. Right foot, left shoulder, alternating back, forth like that. And after 10 or 20 of those, then switch directions, rolling the shoulders forward. That. Trying to maintain that Tai Chi posture, the head rising up through the back, tailbone sinking into the ground. And this is your axis, like you're a planet. The South Pole, weight going your tailbone, sinking down into the earth, the top of the head rising up toward the sky. All right, same thing here. Keep the axis upright. We're going to make giant circles with the arms, swimming the arms back. Imagine your fingers are glowing with light. And with as little effort and tension as possible, you're making these giant circles as you remain upright on your axis, drawing circles of light as high and as far back as you can go. Do that 10 or more times, and then reverse direction, swimming the arms forward, keeping the head balanced over the tailbone, using as little physical effort as possible. Move the arms. Imagine, again, it's like breath and energy animating the body. your musculature is relaxed. 10 or so of those. Then we're going to turn around, look behind, directly behind your spine, and just let the arms get pulled around passively. And the hands bang up into the lower back, the upper glute area. And let the arms go. Relax more and more so the arms start to feel heavy. All right, next up we're going to make big hula hoop circles with the hips. Giant hip circles. Let's say 10 one direction and then 10 the other direction. And once you've done those 10 times, you can do small pelvic circles, just circling the tailbone in the air. If you had a little laser beam coming out of the tailbone, you would be drawing a little circle between your feet. One direction, 10 or more, and then the other direction. And then we'll take one leg, lift it up across the body, then open it out and drop it in front, circling out from the hips. Do 10 or more of those. Once you've done 10 of those, circling the foot in the air, one direction, 10, other direction. And then from the ankle, circling the foot, again 10 or so, and then reverse 10 or so. And then just a few times flex and point the foot, like that. And then shake the leg out and just feel all the muscles loose on the bone, just going around like jello. And then do the other leg. So again, 10, circling out from the hip, like that. 10, circling the foot, one direction, and then 10 the other. 10, ankle, circles each direction, flex and point the foot a few times, shake it out, shake it out. Next up, we're going to fold forward from the waist here. Head hangs down loose, arms hang loose. I'll demonstrate and then I'll come up so you can hear me. So, hanging from here, very loose. You're going to hang there, and on each inhale, imagine breathing space into the spine. You're breathing all the way down to the tailbone and creating space in between the vertebrae. Visualize inhaling and inflating, expanding the vertebrae. Exhale, just let gravity pull on your head and arms. And you can even sway from side to side a little bit. Feel that your arms and your head are hanging at the end of the relaxed neck and shoulders. So just swinging like that, taking several slow, deep breaths. And then when you are ready, you're going to roll up the spine, starting from the tailbone and adding vertebrae, stacking them up as you go. The head comes up last. So slow inhale, stacking the vertebrae up. Head comes up last. And then we'll roll the head forward and right and left. Do that 10 or more times. And then if you still want to stretch the neck some more, we can stretch the neck forward. So extending the top of the head forward, chin to the chest, put a little bit of weight there. In your Tai Chi posture, breathing all the way to the floor of the pelvis. Take 5 to 10 slow, deep breaths. And then lengthening over to one side, you want to keep the opposite arm low, the shoulder away from the ear. Extend over to one side, again 5 to 10 slow, deep breaths. We still have the tongue to the roof of the mouth. We're breathing deep into the pelvis. You can go both directions on that, 5 to 10 breaths. And then once you've done that, you can go chin to the collarbone, 5 to 10 breaths. Chin to the other collarbone, 5 to 10 breaths. And then other neck exercises that you can do depending on whether you feel like you need them. You could clasp the hands together like this and turn the head side to side. Imagine the skull mounted on top of the very top vertebra and just turning right on top of that tall spine like that, side to side. You can switch your grip. Do that side to side. You can raise the jawbone up to the ceiling. Again, thinking of the skull sitting on top of a tall spine, just moving from the very top there, lifting the jaw up, right and left. And continuing on, we can bring the head forward and back like a chicken. Do that 10 or 20 times. We can go side to side, that. Many times as you need, and then combine those two motions to make circles. Forward, right, back, left, forward, right, back, left, reverse. Forward, left, back, right. Both directions like that. And it's a pretty good warm-up, head to toe. All right, hope you enjoy it.